Hello. So, as we are getting ready to virtual conference, virtual workshop, virtual lessons, I'm sure there's a lot that you already know because we've been doing this in the past few months anyway. But let's go over some of the steps and see that we're all set up to have the best virtual lesson ever. And the steps are such that first of all we need to check the internet speed, we need to check the infrastructure of the computer, make sure it can handle everything, and then we need to set it up. We need to make sure all the settings are just in the right way so we have a perfect lesson or workshop and everything sounds and looks amazing. So let's just go over those first steps, and I'm just gonna have like a series of videos for you so you can go over everything and make sure you're all set up. First of all, as I said, internet speed. So for that, I'm just going into Google and I'm searching internet speed, and then I can just go into the first one, and just simply click go, and then it's going to check my internet speed, which is going to happen very shortly. And while this is connecting, let me tell you, what do we need to know about internet speed besides contacting whatever internet user you have? Is first of all, you want to have a wired connection. You want to make sure your connection is directly from the router to your computer. And if that's happening, if it's directly from your router to your computer, the quality is going to be much, much higher. And if you want to have a good connection and a solid presentation, you want your download speed that you can see here to be around 100 to 200. For me, I have it wired and I have it very high, but you want 100 to 200 at least. So the first thing really is to make sure that you are connected with a wired connection. It looks like that. That's the connection. Sometimes if you connect to a laptop, then it means you need to have some kind of an adapter that connects the USB directly to the wired. You also, if you have a wired connection, it's not ideal that the router is in one room and you're like at the other end of the house and it is wired. It's always best to be close to the router, especially if you're not using a cable. If you're not wired in, you want to be close enough to the router. I hope you can be in the same room and have a quiet room where you can set up your presentation and everything will run smoothly. Another thing you should know about the internet as well, if someone else is using the internet in your apartment, in your house, if someone's watching whatever show, Netflix, TV, it's going to take some of the bandwidth, it's going to take some of the speed of the internet. So just set it up in a way that when you are ready to present, make sure you're the only one at the house, at the apartment using the internet. And that will help a lot. So that's enough for this video. In the next one, we're going to talk about a bunch of other important stuff. I'm sure you already know most of it, but just in case, let's go over everything and make sure you're all set up.